We are at a point of realignment all over the world. We are in a point of transition. Unfairness has now been distributed. And unless we find a formula that works for everybody, we all going to find ourselves in a precarious position that we cannot perform. Guy volunteered said, well, you know, blacks are only 5% of San Diego. I said, really? 5% of contracts? 5% of the building? No, 5% of the population. Well, if we're 5% of the population, 5% of the taxpayers, why can't we get 5% of the spoils? If we just were able to deal with the percentage we are, commensurate with the numbers we are, we would, rather than killing each other off in a crab, in a barrel mentality, there'd be more than all of us could handle. Suppose if the black contractors in San Diego just had 5% of the contracts. But why does 5% become great when we want our piece of the pie, but it's minute when it comes to population? What I'm saying is that the leverage we must use in an election year is that 5% in San Diego, that percentage in California, is now leverageable if we know what we're talking about. So rather than McCain or Obama or Hillary talking to us about feel good, we need to talk about business. Where are the federal contracts and the federal mandates going to come down if you're president? We're not having that discussion. I led a protest a few years ago in Vieques, Puerto Rico. They put us in jail. Everybody in the jail was black. I'm sitting up in the cell looking at nothing but contracts, toilet paper. Somebody making billions of dollars just on toilet paper. We ain't getting none of that. Food, towels, jail uniform. How can we go to jail but can't get the contracts at the jail? Because we're not leveraging business. What we must do in Black America is adopt a new mentality of business. Give you an example. In New York State has the second largest pension funds in the country. New York State Controller is the sole trustee to decide by himself where that pension fund money goes, how it's invested. We ought to be saying that we wanted the percentage of the pension fund put with people that would contract with us to develop our community. Well, guess what? The largest pension funds in the country is in California. This is the largest pension fund in the country. Which means anybody running for public office, from president to governor to senator, needs to discuss with black contractors how those pension funds investments should have attached to it that they're going to do business in indigenous communities that need help. People want us to support them for mayor. How much of the town are we going to build?